All right, everybody. Hello. Happy 4th of July. Hope you guys are having a good 4th of July. Please like, share, and subscribe. Any donations could be sent to the information in the description box, as well as if anybody would like to do a vent session, that information will also be left in the description box. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to shuffle these cards up, then we're going to get into it. I've been doing it a little differently so we could get some sign readings out here. So I'm going to shuffle up, see what sign come out, and that will be the sign that I will be doing. Last reading was Leo's reading. I was able to get 14 minutes out on live. So I did upload the pre-recorded, which is the full reading for the Leo's reading. So once that is uploaded, you guys will be able to go and watch the full reading once it is uploaded, since it was cut short on live. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to shuffle these cards up, then we're going to see who come out. So we'll see whose reading I will be doing. So, Spirit, who am I reading for? Alright, we're going to do Pisces, because Pisces was the first one that came out, and then Leo behind it. But we're going to go with Pisces. So this reading is a Pisces reading. So I could be reading for a King of Cups in the upright, who is a mature, compassionate male. They could be caring, friendly, empathetic, wise, forgiving, diplomatic, balanced, romantic, charming, devoted, a family-oriented male, and someone who is generous. They can have emotional intelligence. So Pisces, whoever you are in the upright. Now, you could be dealing with a Leo energy. This person could be close to you, and they could be feeling like a failure at this time. They could be feeling unrecognized. I don't know if this is in regards to you or just feeling unrecognized in regards to a situation. But whoever this Leo is, Pisces, in your energy, they could be feeling like they're at a disadvantage. They could be feeling like a disgrace at this time when it comes to being pursued. So like I said, they could be feeling like a failure in regards to you, feeling like you're not recognizing them or whatsoever. They could be ill-intentioned though. So they could have had ill intentions when it came to you, Pisces. So also what I'm getting is this Leo could have had ill intentions towards you, Pisces, when it came to you being recognized, when it came to someone else. So when it came to someone recognizing you or giving you recognition, they could have ill intentions towards you and how you were viewed to this person. What else for this Pisces reading, Spirit? All right, so we got endings in defeat, the reverse. So there could be a Gemini also who's escaping destruction. They could be picking themselves up, getting back up, learning from the difficulties of the past. So you could have two people in your energy right now, Leo and a Gemini. Then we have Judgment in the upright. So this could have been due to judgment. Maybe Pisces, you judge this Leo and this Gemini. Or you could be self-evaluating. You could be awakening. You could be going through some sort of renewal, gaining your composure in a situation. You could be decisive at this time, homesick, and you could be giving quick judgment to people, but you could also be forgiving. So maybe there is a need for you to forgive a Leo and a Gemini when it came to them they could have tried to end you or defeat you or end your recognition. Or, like I said, you being recognized to another person, how you were being viewed to this person. They could have tried to have ill intentions when it came to your judgment of someone else or someone else's judgment towards you. And then we got making a break for it, Aquarius energy. So there could have also been Aquarius who was deceptive, telling lies, being tricky. They could have been cheating. I don't know if this Aquarius is someone you was cheating with, Pisces, but could have been stealing, whether from you or someone else. They could have had dangerous, risky behavior. This could have been an enemy disguised as a friend. They could have been spying. So whoever this Aquarius is, like I said, they could have been a friend, but really an enemy. So they was only disguising themselves as your friend, Pisces, when really they were your enemy. Now, I don't know if this is a friend group, friends around you that you have that had ill intentions for you, and how you would be judged when it came to someone that you wanted to deal with. But if this is a friend group of Leo, Gemini, and Aquarius, they definitely had ill intentions for you, was telling lies. Like I said, if this Aquarius is someone that you cheated with, they could have came in trying to deal with you in order to deceive you. And then we have Lovers in the reverse, also Gemini again. So the Gemini can suffer from trust issues, or maybe they could have wanted you to have trust issues so you wouldn't give someone recognition or get the recognition that you deserve when it came to someone. So they wanted a lot of conflict surrounding you or the situation. You could have disconnected when it came to a lover. So these could have either been friends of yours, Pisces, or lovers of yours. And then we have dreams in the reverse, Scorpio energy. So there could also be a Scorpio involved. So they could be stepping into reality, realizing things for what they are. They could be gaining clarity in a situation, or you could be getting clarity about this Scorpio. This could be someone who likes to drink. They can make poor choices, have lack of options and opportunities. So if they were involved in this friend group of trying to spread lies, make you cheat, maybe they wanted you to cheat on someone or be seen as a cheater. But they could have been involved with this friend group, and maybe they didn't want you to have options and opportunities because they lacked options and opportunities and they were making poor choices. So maybe they wanted you to make the poor choice of judging someone unrighteously. Like I said, they maybe didn't want you to be recognized for who you were, being this mature, compassionate male, or they didn't want you to give someone else recognition. They wanted you to judge this person, and they did this by creating a lot of conflict, telling lies, trying to make you or the other party have trust issues in the situation. Any more for my Pisces? And we got long haul. in it to win it, long-term intentions invested. So yeah, they could have done this because you could have saw long-term with someone. You wanted to go to long haul with someone. You were in it to win it. You saw long-term intentions with someone, or had long-term intentions with someone. You were invested in someone, and that's why they wanted to create a lot of conflict in regards to this situation. It could have been a lover's situations, like I said. They could have tried to cause a lot of trust issues, a lot of conflict, lies, trickery, tried to steal. They could have tried to steal you away from somebody by cheating. And then we have chained. So like I said, this could be a friend of yours that you cheated with, and they could have just came in and did this because they didn't want you to go towards another lover. So even though they was your friend, they were really an enemy because they had ulterior motives, ill intentions. But you could have been chained to some of these people that were supposed to be your friends. So you could have had a codependency when it came to them, an unhealthy attachment, and you could have been weighed down by this, whether if this was friends or lovers of yours. And then we have my boo, official status, exclusive relationship, seeing each other openly. So you could have been in an open relationship with someone while trying to make another situation exclusive. Or someone could have wanted this. They could have wanted you to stay in an open relationship with them while you wanted to go towards someone else. So even though you wanted to deal with another lover, they would have been cool with seeing you openly. So they wanted to remain your boo and could have tried to keep you chained in order to stay in the situation, knowing that you wanted to go towards someone. So they could have done something to try to keep you codependent on dealing with them. So maybe they try to keep you always like drunk. They know that when you drink, you make poor choices. So they could have tried to keep you in this state, always intoxicated, so that you would make poor choices and that you would have a lack of options and opportunities because you were too chained and codependent on these unhealthy attachments that you were indulging in with this person who wanted to remain your boo, wanted to see each other openly regardless of what situation you were in. And then we have extra. So this could be someone who is extra, or these lovers or friends of yours that were lovers could have been very extra in the situation, very dramatic, trying too hard and wanted to start things. Like I said, it was a lot of conflict in the situation, maybe between these lovers or a lover situation that they didn't want you to go towards, something that they created so that you would be unrecognized or not get the recognition you deserve when it came to being this mature, compassionate male, or so you wouldn't recognize someone else for who they truly are. And also, too, is what I'm getting. This could go one or two ways. The first one I just said. Second way it could go is you could have tried to make a lover seem like you wanted long term with them, that those were your intentions, that you were invested into a long term situation when really you were just trying to chain them to you. Pisces, you could have just wanted it on you, attached to things just like you. If you are someone who drinks a lot, always intoxicated, and dealing with other parties, having open situations, you could have wanted someone else chained and indulging in the same unhealthy attachments as you, and you wanted them weighed down by this, and you wanted to do this by, like I said, making them believe that you wanted them to be your boo and you wanted long term with them, when really you just wanted to see each other openly. You wanted to still keep your options open and deal with other lovers. Now, you could have been extra in the situation, very dramatic and trying too hard. It could go either way. So you could have thought by coming towards this person any upright, making them believe that you were this mature, compassionate male, caring, friendly, empathetic, wise, forgiving, diplomatic, and balanced, was the way to get this situation off the ground so you could get what you wanted. Now, if this was someone that you were with, you could have thought that this situation would have been long term because of how you came in, and you could have thought that you actually changed this person to you. Now, you could have had these other lovers or friends of yours that you were around or dealing with to cause a lot of conflict for this person and create trust issues in the situation so they could feel weighed down and chained to you. Any more messages for this Pisces reading? So we got an Aquarius females. We already had Aquarius out here. So you definitely could have been dealing with an Aquarius female who were trying to keep you chained. Any more for this Pisces reading, Spirit? And we got paying people to have arguments with you. So Pisces, you could have been paying people to have arguments with someone, or this Aquarius female could have been paying people to have arguments with you. Like I said, we the lovers in the reverse, which is Gemini energy, but we all know it doesn't have to be that particular sign. It could just be another air sign, and we got Aquarius female out here twice. So this Aquarius female could have been paying people to have arguments with you because they wanted you surrounded by conflict, not knowing who to trust. And we have secretly hates you. So this Aquarius female could secretly hate you, Pisces. And then the name Lisa could be significant. So whoever this Aquarius female is was paying people to have arguments with you so you could be surrounded by conflict because they secretly hated you. They wanted you to be chained to a situation because you saw long term with someone else. And then we have Haitian. So this Aquarius female could be Haitian. Or Pisces, you could be Haitian, take how it resonate. Then we have a Caucasian male could also be involved. They could be involved with this Aquarius female. And then we have 2008. So something significant could have happened in the year of 2008 in regards to this Aquarius female and this Caucasian man. We have Pisces moon. So this could be a Capricorn man who has a Pisces moon that could also resonate with this reading. And they could have distorted thinking, or Pisces, you could have distorted thinking. Or like I said, this Caucasian man, whatever sign they are with this Pisces moon, they could be someone who has distorted thinking. And they could have distorted thinking in regards to a divine feminine. Now, Pisces, you could have been, like I said, trying to go towards a divine feminine. But whoever this Caucasian man is with this Pisces moon, they could have had distorted thinking. So, like I said, if they are the Leo, the Gemini, in the situation, or the Scorpio, they could have been the ones trying to come towards you with ill intentions, so you would not give recognition to someone or judge someone fairly. Then we have California. So Pisces, you could be from California, or someone else could be from California. There could be a divine feminine from California who is good looking, or you could be good looking, Pisces. Then we have 1 week. So something could be happening in 1 week. Maybe someone is traveling to or from California in 1 week, trying to travel towards a divine feminine who is good looking. And then we have 2018. So something could have happened in 2018. Maybe someone from California who's good looking traveled toward you, Pisces, in the year of 2018 while you were dealing with the divine feminine. And you could have spent 1 week with this person, or they was down where you were for a whole week. Then we have miscarriage. So this could have resulted in a pregnancy that led to a miscarriage. Or Pisces, if you've gotten somebody pregnant in the year of 2018, this person could have miscarried when they were 1 week pregnant. And then we have musician. So this could be a musician. And then we have rapper. So this person could be a rapper who miscarried in the year of 2018. Now, also, too, is what I'm hearing, Pisces, you could have been dealing with someone that you were going long term with, but because you had people in your ear, such as this Leo, this Gemini, and this Aquarius, you could have had ill intentions because these people could have lied to you, could have talked you into cheating on this person, felt like this person didn't deserve recognition, didn't deserve to be judged fairly, like I said. So you could have treated this person poorly. And because of all the conflict and the lovers that you were dealing with, that they had to put up with, that caused them trust issues, this could have resulted in this miscarriage in 2018. When it comes to this musician, any more for this Pisces reading, Spirit? Any more for the Pisces? So we got tiptoeing, avoiding getting caught, acting shady, sneaking around. So like I said, you could have been trying to avoid getting caught, but you were cheating on this person, acting shady towards this person, sneaking around. Like I said, cheating. You could have been cheating with an Aquarius, cheating with the Gemini, cheating with the Leo. Now, you go both ways. You could have been cheating with a Caucasian man as well. I don't know. And then we got graduation day. So you could have graduated, or there could be a graduation. Someone could be graduating around you. They could be leveling up, or you could be leveling up, Pisces. You could have graduated from this person that you once were. And now you are this mature, compassionate male after leveling up, learning your lessons, and acquiring some wisdom. Any more for this Pisces reading? For the sign of Pisces, Spirit? For the sign of Pisces? For the sign of Pisces. So we got Fuego, chemistry, intense passion. Things are heating up. So you could have chemistry with someone. I don't know if this is someone that had this miscarriage, if this was someone you were once involved with, this rapper, this musician. But you could share chemistry with this person and have intense passion with this person, and things could be heating up at this time. Any more? You could be feeling real romantic at this time. God, y'all see how the card feeling. Oh, whoa. So we got knocked up. So like I said, you could have got someone knocked up. Now, if this is someone that did have a miscarriage while they was with you before, they could be knocked up again. So they could be pregnant. They could be expecting and mothering at this time. Or like I said, this is someone that you got knocked up that could have suffered miscarriage in the year of 2018. And then we got numbing. So you could be numbing out at this time because someone you got knocked up. Now, I don't know if this is one of these options that you were cheating with that you got knocked up, and this could be causing you to numb out, self-medicate, indulge in your addictions. We see you like to drink, so you could be indulging when it comes to drinking. If you have any other addictions, you could be indulgent in those irrational behavior, Pisces, because of someone that you've gotten knocked up. Now, I don't know if this is someone you've gotten knocked up after this person that suffered a miscarriage that you were with. Whoever you got knocked up, this could be a dark-skinned female. You could be numb because you didn't want to get this person knocked up, or you didn't think that they would get knocked up. Or you could be numbing because someone is knocked up by someone else, and this could be someone that you have chemistry with and intense passion for. So this could be making you act irrational because you see that this person is knocked up by someone else. So you could be numbing out, self-medicating, indulging in addictions. And then we have skirt, quick getaway, the runner, escaping. So like I said at first, if this is someone that you've gotten knocked up that you didn't intend to get knocked up, you could be trying to get away from this person quickly. You could be trying to escape this person, escape this situation. Maybe you feel like this person got knocked up by you because they wanted to keep you chained, because you saw long term with someone else and they didn't want you to go towards this person. So they thought that you would stay codependent and stuck to unhealthy attachments, weighed down by them getting knocked up by you. But you could still be wanting to quickly get away from the situation, get away from this person, and escape this situation after numbing out, self-medicating. Or you could realize, if it's the other situation, if this person that you have chemistry with, intense passion for, if they got knocked up by someone else because they graduated from dealing with you, Pisces, and they leveled up and learned their lessons when dealing with you, and they acquired wisdom, and now they are dealing with someone who they have intense passion for and chemistry with. Things are heating up, and it could have resulted in them getting knocked up. Like I said, you could be numbing out when it comes to that situation, because you could realize that this person took a quick getaway when it came to getting away from you and escaping you. So they could be running away from you. And then we have high vibing. So this could be someone who is high vibing, someone with good vibes, that is living life to the fullest and enjoying the present moment. Now, if it's the first situation, you could have been enjoying the present moment, which has gotten you to get this person knocked up that you didn't intend to get knocked up. But because it was good vibes, things could have just got out of hand to where someone ended up pregnant. And go either way. Any more for this Pisces reading, Spirit, for the sign of Pisces? So we got wears a lot of makeup. So whoever this is that you got pregnant, they could wear a lot of makeup. Then we have Caucasian woman. So this could be a Caucasian woman. And then we have going to extremes to get their way. Oh, so if you're actually dealing with a Caucasian woman that you got knocked up, they could be going to the extremes to get their way. Like I said, if they got pregnant just to keep you chained to them, this is one of the ways that they are trying to get you stuck to them. And this is the extreme measure that they have taken, is to get knocked up by you, thinking that you will be stuck and weighed down to this person. So like I said, no matter if you want to go towards someone else, you see long term with someone else, this person is going to still want to see each other openly because they have a baby by you, and they feel like that is reason enough for you to still deal with them regardless of what situation that you're in. So they don't care if you have to cheat on whoever you are with or whoever you're trying to go towards and have long term with. They are still going to want to deal with you, and they will go through extreme measures to make this happen. You are in a relationship, you could have been tiptoeing around, sneaking this person. Any more for the sign of Pisces? Really, I should have hurried up and picked that one up. All right, so we got runner's coat. So whoever this Caucasian woman is who is going to the extremes to get their way, they could be a part of a runner's cult. Any more messages for the sign of Pisces? So you could be a movie director, Pisces, or you could be dealing with someone who is a movie director. The name Trina could be significant. Any more for the sign of Pisces? Spirit, for the sign of Pisces. Whoa, I was not expecting all that. I don't know which ones came first, but we just... Alright. So we got triggered by you just being you. So Pisces, you could be triggered by someone just being them, or someone be triggered by you just being you. Then we have a toxic Capricorn male. So a toxic Capricorn male could be triggered by you just being you. And we have liquid courage. So We already know that you're a drinker, Pisces, so maybe you're needing liquid courage when it comes to telling someone that you've gotten someone pregnant. This could have been someone that you were cheating with, like I said, or the toxic Capricorn male could need to get liquid courage or gain liquid courage to do something to you or tell you something because they are triggered by you just being you. And then we have highly interested. So, like I said before, a Caucasian man came out. So I don't know if this toxic Capricorn male is a Caucasian man, because I think this is the only other male we have out here. Well, the only male. So if you do go both ways, Pisces, this Caucasian man could be a toxic Capricorn male that's needing to gain liquid courage because they could be highly interested in you, Pisces. Or Pisces, you could be highly interested in someone else. And then we have moving in together. So whoever you are highly interested in, you guys could be moving in together. Ooh, then we got slept with family member, but you could have slept with this person's family member who you want to move in together with, that you're highly interested in. So maybe you need to gain liquid courage to come and tell this person that you actually slept with their family member in hopes that they would still want to move in together with you because you're highly interested in them. And then we have a Sagittarius. So you could have slept with someone's family member who's a Sagittarius. Then the name Lay could be significant. And then we have can't handle rejection. And the name Bell could be significant. So whoever this Sagittarius is, they cannot handle rejection. This could be the rejection of you, Pisces. So you could be trying to reject this Sagittarius, but they can't handle rejection. Or Pisces, you can't handle rejection. Maybe this Sagittarius rejected you if they found out that you slept with their family member. Or like I said, if someone is rejecting you, they could know that you slept with their family member who's a Sagittarius, and you can't handle this rejection because you're highly interested in someone. And then we have doing spell work overtime. So whoever this Sagittarius is, they can't handle rejection. If it's them, they are doing spell work overtime. Or you could be doing spell work overtime. Now, I don't know if you're working with this Sagittarius to do spell work on someone because you're being rejected by them because you slept with their family member. So now you could be working together with this Sagittarius who you slept with, who's somebody else's family member that you want to go towards moving together with. So now that you are being rejected from this person, you could be indulgent in spell work overtime on this person with this Sagittarius because you can't handle rejection. Even though you slept with their family members. Shaking my head. And we got Taurus male. So there could be a Taurus male involved in all this. They could be helping you with this spell work, helping you in this Sagittarius. So you Pisces, the Sagittarius, and the Taurus male could be doing spell work on somebody because you got rejected. Or this could be people that got rejected when it came to the person that you're trying to go towards. Someone is bitter, so y'all could be bitter or you could be bitter because you got rejected, and that's why you're trying to do spell work overtime with these people. The name Coles could be significant. And then we have loves your moan. So someone could love your moan, Pisces, or you could love someone else's moan. Then we have once your life. So someone could want your life around you, or Pisces, you can want someone else's life. Then Cecilia could be significant. Then we have unmarking your progress to make you repeat steps. So Pisces, you could be unmarking someone's progress to make them repeat steps. This could be at a job or in regards to something that they are doing, so that so that they would have to redo it over and over again. Or someone could be doing this to you. And then we have a Scorpio female. They could be involved. Pisces, you could have been not only working with a few people to do spell work on someone over time because you were rejected. You could have also gotten a Scorpio female to unmark someone's progress to make them repeat steps. Or you could be doing this to a Scorpio female or someone with Scorpio in their chart who's a female. And then we have extremely jealous. You could be extremely jealous of this person. And then we have Twitter. This person could be on Twitter or something with Twitter. You could be on Twitter talking about this person, posting about this person, or there could be something on Twitter in regards to this person that's making you extremely jealous. So something in regards to this person could be making you extremely jealous. And then we have Libra female. So this could be a Libra female that you're seeing on Twitter that's making you extremely jealous. Be a Libra female or a female who have Libra in their chart. So they can have Scorpio and Libra in their chart. And then we have come to me spells. So you could have been doing come to me spells, Pisces, on whoever this Libra female is. And then we have Cancer female. So a Cancer female could have also been doing come to me spells. So while you were doing come to me spells on a Libra female or a female with Libra and Scorpio in their chart, there could also be a Cancer female who was doing come to me spells on you, Pisces. Someone could drive a Lexus in a situation, whether you or someone that you are dealing with. Now, also is what I'm getting as far as this female with Scorpio in their chart, or this Scorpio female. They could have been coming to reality, or stepping back into reality, realizing that you are a poor choice, or like I said, that you make poor choices. Drinking, liking to be intoxicated all the time. Then we have repo. So you could be suffering repo at this time, Pisces. You could be default on payments. You could be financially incapable and getting your assets repossessed. And then we have cuffing season. Single and ready to mingle, ready for a relationship, on the hunt. So even with all this drama that you got going on, you could be single from somebody, ready to mingle, feeling like you're ready for a relationship, on a hunt. Or you could be extremely jealous because you could be seeing someone that's on Twitter. They could be posting that they're single and ready to mingle. You could see that they're ready for a relationship and on a hunt. And that could be making you extremely jealous because they could have rejected you. Then we have obsession, physical attraction, and sex appeal. So you could be obsessed with this person because you feel like they are physically attractive and they have sex appeal. You could view them as a whole snack. So you are mad because this person rejected you. You can't handle rejection, but you're obsessed with this person and you know that they are single and ready to mingle. Any more for this Pisces reading? Then we have harmony, balance, peace, and happiness. So not only are you obsessed with this person and see that they're single and ready to mingle, you can see that they're getting balanced at this time. They have peace and they are happy at this time. And they could be happy after escaping you. If you wanted to keep them chained and bounded to dealing with your BS when it came to dealing with your friends or other options, trying to have an open relationship, cheating on this person, getting people pregnant while in a relationship with this person, putting this person through a lot of conflict to make them miscarry. After them dealing with all that with you, they could have escaped the situation, and now they are single and ready to mingle. They are balanced, they are at peace, and they are happy at this time. And you could just be obsessed with this person. Now, what I'm also getting is you could have, if you're not going through repo, you could have wanted this person to get assets repoed. You wanted them to be financially incapable so that they will be chained to you if it's that way. And then we got spiritually woke. So this could be someone who is spiritually woke that you're obsessed with and view as a snack. This person could be self-aware and they could be cutting through illusions, detaching from their ego. Or you could be now spiritually woke after dealing with this situation and not being able to handle your rejection. You could have went to it through a spiritual awakening and detached from your ego, which is now having you in this mature, passionate energy, being this King of Cups in the upright. Anymore. So you could have saw that you tiptoeing around, cheating on somebody, treating somebody, judging this person unfairly could have gotten you nowhere in the situation. So now you could be changing your ways, and you changing your ways could have made you into this King of Cups in the upright. Then we got have faith. So you may need to have faith in this situation, Pisces. Or this person could have faith when dealing with you. And we have nurse. So there could be a nurse who's involved in this. Or Pisces, you could be a nurse. Any more for this Pisces reading? Any more? Any more? Any more? So we got gym visit. So Pisces, you could be someone who likes to visit the gym. And then we have a toxic Aquarius male. Could be involved in this. Maybe this is someone that you've met at the gym. Or this could be someone that someone is dealing with, who's around you. Then we have a toxic Scorpio male. Now, I don't know if this is your friends that's around you. Someone could drive a BMW, Pisces, whether you or someone else in this situation. Someone could be 3 months pregnant. As I said, you could have had gotten someone knocked up. Or at the time that you've gotten someone knocked up, after the person that you had a miscarriage with, you could have got someone else knocked up. And whoever that person is, they could have been dealing with either a Scorpio male or an Aquarius male when whoever you got knocked up was 3 months pregnant. Because they could have been barely showing. If someone is pregnant right now, whether if this is in a relationship with you or if they're in a relationship with someone else, and this is something that you just have to watch on the outside. They could be 3 months pregnant and barely showing. And then we have it was all a front. So Pisces, everything that you've done was all a front, or who you was trying to act like you were, trying to play the field and deal with multiple options, try to come off like you aren't this caring, compassionate male, like you aren't romantic and charming. This could have all been a front. Maybe you acted as if you didn't want this person that you viewed as highly interesting, that you viewed as this snack. Maybe you wanted to come off like you weren't obsessed with this person when really you were. So it was all a front. Now let's see. I'm going to try to get a few more signs, and then we're going to end this reading. Hello to everybody that I didn't say hello to. Please like, share, and subscribe. So who could be this person that this Pisces was fronting on? Who could be this person that Pisces was fronting on? So we got the world in the reverse. So you could be feeling like your world is in a reverse. You could feel like you have a lack of success. You're stagnant. You have a lack of accomplishment when it comes to someone or something you were trying to do, Pisces. You could be disappointed at this time. And you could feel like you have a failure to accomplish something. What is this? It ain't gonna give it to me. It ain't gonna give it to me. Pisces energy coming out again. You and your emotions, Pisces. So we got anxiety in the reverse. So we have the light at the end of the tunnel, improving negativity and stress. So you could be stressed out in your emotions, feeling negative about a situation. Like I said, I don't know if this is due to you being rejected. So you could have been in a period of when you couldn't handle the rejection, and this could have caused a lot of negativity, a lot of stress on you, but you could be improving. Like I said, you could be stepping into this King of Cups upright energy, being this compassionate and caring, friendly male, being balanced after spiritually awakened, after feeling like you had a lack of success, a lack of accomplishment when it came to getting who you wanted to get, or doing something that you wanted to do, chaining someone to you, or getting out of a situation that you were chained to. And then we have the Page of Swords in the reverse, Gemini energy. So you could get a Gemini some disappointing news. You could be telling them that you have a lack of ideas. You could be defensive towards this person. This person could be a player. So like I said earlier in the reading, if these were your friends, male and female, you could have been around a lot of friends who were players just like you, or because these friends of yours were players, you could have wanted to be a player as well. But now you could be defensive towards this person, this Gemini, after giving them this disappointing news that you lack to accomplish something. Maybe you thought being towards, when it came to someone, it would be the way to go. And you're realizing that's not the way to go. That you should have actually been compassionate, caring towards this person. And then we have investment, Page of Pentacles, and a reverse Virgo energy. So this could have been a Virgo. So a Virgo could be getting bad news in worldly affairs, having a lack of purpose, a lack of common sense, and irresponsibility. So maybe you're giving disappointing news to this Gemini about this Virgo's investments. Maybe you wanted their investments to be in the reverse. You could have wanted this Virgo to be seen as this Page of Pentacles in the reverse, getting bad news in worldly affairs, having a lack of purpose, a lack of common sense, and irresponsibility. And you could be realizing that you lack to accomplish this, that you fail to accomplish this. Any more for Pisces? And then we got the Magician in reverse. So this Gemini or you could have been this magician, but you could realize that you are in the reverse. You could have been wasting your talents. You could have been stuck in an illusion, being deceitful and being. You could be now coming out of this period after being this magician in a reverse, feeling like you couldn't manifest what you wanted to manifest or who you wanted to manifest. So like I said, if it was this Virgo that you were trying to manifest, you could have wanted them to have bad news and worldly affairs and have a lack of purpose because you failed to accomplish to them, if that's who you wanted, Pisces. Now you could have wanted this person to be the magician in a reverse as well, feeling like their talents were wasted or they were wasting their talents, that they were stuck in an illusion, or you tried to have them stuck in an illusion by being deceitful towards this person, by putting them around nothing but negativity. And then we have travel and news in the reverse. Sagittarius energy. I don't know what I was about to say, but there could be a Sagittarius who is returning from a trip or a vacation, but they could be realizing it is bad timing. They could be having a loss of motivation. So something could have happened to a Sagittarius during travels. So rather if they happen to have something happen after they return from a trip or while they return from a trip. So like I said, during travel, something could have happened. There could have been an accident or something bad could have happened, and that's why they are saying it is bad timing. Maybe, like I said, if you were dealing with this Sagittarius as we had out here before, if this was someone's family member that you dealt with, now, you could have realized that it was bad timing to mess with that person. Like I said, they could have taken a trip towards you to deal with you, and they could have been around for a week, if that's that. So they could have taken a vacation to where you were for 1 week, which resulted in this cheating, you dealing with this Sagittarius. And because you dealt with whoever this Sagittarius is, that is someone's family member, like I said, if it's this Virgo's family member, you could have wanted this Virgo to have bad news and worldly affairs, have a lack of purpose and a lack of common sense, seen as irresponsible, like they were wasting their talents, because you didn't want this to come out that you actually slept with their family member who's a Sagittarius. So maybe you didn't want this news to come towards them. Any more for this Pisces reading? And then we got returning to one's roots. So there could be a Scorpio or someone with Scorpio in their chart that's returning to one's root, or you could have a Scorpio child that you're having memories of. Now, if Scorpio is involved, as we did have a toxic Scorpio male in the mix, this toxic Scorpio male could be a childhood friend of yours that you were getting influenced by, or you could have influenced this person to do something or be involved with something with someone, or this could be someone that you are reuniting with to try to gain creativity. Or this could be someone that you feel like you could be creative with. Any more for Pisces? Any more for Pisces? Then we got key player. So this Scorpio male could have been a key player, or this Scorpio, whether you're a child or someone with Scorpio in their chart, you could view them as an important person playing an essential role, and you could view them as irreplaceable. And then we have ghosts, but this person could have ghosted you, Pisces. They could have given you no closure, or you could feel like you had no closure in a situation because this person ghosted you. You could view them as being a coward because they ghosted you and did this disappearing act. And then we have squad, reconciliation, soul tribe, close friends. So like I said, if this Scorpio is a childhood friend of yours, you could be reconciling with this person. You could be getting the squad together, your close friends. You could be meeting your soul tribe, and you guys could just be getting together, and that could be your closure from whoever this important person is, that or that you saw as a important person and who is irreplaceable. So you could be now just getting over this person who you viewed as irreplaceable, viewed as this key player. And you could be using friends to get over this situation, like I said, to gain closure because this person ghosted you and did a disappearing act. But that was your reading, Pisces. Like I said, please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed. Any donations could be sent to the information in the description box, as well as if you guys would like to have event session, that information will be in the description box as well. So yeah, that was your reading, Pisces. Hope you guys enjoyed. I holla.